Welcome everyone to a new era in the Dark Peak YouTube channel. I've done heaps of flight videos over the last few months. I'm going to be adding some more how-to videos and sharing some of my future build plans with you. So to kick it off, this is a build that I'm planning. It's a 6-inch Alien and I plan to build it up to run a 6S battery using these Lumenier 2206 2000 kV motors. So that's one of the future builds that we've got going on. I'm just waiting on some more parts to arrive to be able to get started on that. I will point out that I don't have any sponsors and I don't want any sponsors. What I bring you is what I decide to bring you myself, and it's either because I've bought it, borrowed it or stolen it. So no conflict of interest here on this channel. Here we have two frames that I'd like to do a comparison on. They are completely different, but to show some people the different sides of the spectrum you could go at if you want a 4-inch quad, I have the Lumenier QAV180 quad here and the Mitsuko. As it turns out, these two quads are actually going to be given away as prizes to 2 subscribers. So if you're not already a subscriber, then you need to subscribe to this channel, and once you've subscribed, then jump in the comments below this video and write QAV180 if you want a chance to win the Lumenier QAV180, or type Mitsuko. Spelling is optional on that one. Type Mitsuko or close enough for your chance to win the Mitsuko. Only choose one of these and write it in the comments, and I'll draw one lucky winner on February 29. No, it's not a scam. 2016 this year, there is a February 29. So at the end of the month, two lucky subscribers will win frames, either a QAV180 or a Mitsuko. So I plan to compare these two builds. If you win, you'll receive a new frame, posted anywhere in the world. So I've got myself a Lumenier QAV180 frame for myself to build, and I've got a Mitsuko frame coming to build out. Both of these quads, I want to be able to run the 40-45 bullnose props. The bullnose bi-blade props give maximum top speed. So these props are the props that I want to be able to run on there. I also want to be able to choose to run tris. So I have some 50-45 tri-blade props here that I plan to cut down to 4 inches, and I'm going to build these quads up to be able to run either or. The tri-blade props give a lot better low down acceleration and lift, but they have a limited top speed. So there's some props of choice. So once we've got the props choice done, we can now pick some motors. The 1306 3200 kV motors are pointless, I think. These motors wouldn't even be good on the Mitsuko in my opinion. I think they're probably better suited to a 3-inch quad. Yeah, definitely not going to run a tri-prop, if not even a bullnose. So that's akin to putting a Volkswagen Beetle motor in a Bugatti Veyron. There's no point. So the QAV180, a good motor choice for them I think would be these 1806 2300 kVs. However, at 26 grams each, I think we can make this a bit more fun and swap them out for some Sunny Sky 2204 2300s. These are actually the same weight as the 1806 motors, but they have a lot more torque, so they'll do a better job at driving these props, either the bullnose or the tri-blade bullnose props. I also might want to carry a camera on the QAV180, something like this GoPro Session. So those motors are much better choice for that sort of application. When it comes to Mitsuko, the aim with this one is that this is a plus quad. So I've never built one of these. I am an admirer of Andy Shen's work. I have 4 of his Kriegers and they're a fantastic racing quad. So I'm excited about the concept of how light this will be and how fast we can make it fly. So with that in mind, the motors of choice for the Mitsuko are going to be these RCX 2205 2633 kV. So don't really need the 2205, the 2204 would have been alright, but I want the 2633 kV. The high kV, these are going to spin faster. On this super light frame, it's going to be a little rocket ship. So they're the motors of choice for that frame there. ESCs, little B, 20 amp ESCs, what we're going to use. They're a good little ESC running the BL Heli. I turn the damp light on, and yeah, they're just so light and they work. So they'll be the ESC of choice. Flight controllers. Here we have a Flip 32 F1 board, but that's 2015. So we're going to go with F3 boards. I'm not sure which one yet. These are actually out of some crash quads that I had. The Dodo board is an F3 and the Moto Lab Tornado is an F3. This is the Rev 1, I think, of the Dodo. The Rev 3 has a 5-volt BEC built into it and handles 1-wire BL Heli pass-through, so sort of handy, but it's twice the price of this Moto Lab Tornado, which is also an F3 board, but it doesn't, they never designed it to support 1-wire pass-through. A bit of oversight, I think, on their behalf. But anyway, I'd probably prefer to use these at half the price and just use an Arduino stick or whatever to program my little bees. So one way or the other, we're going to choose some flight controllers to go with them. FPV gear. The Mitsuko, we want to keep ultra light, so I have this tiny little CMOS camera. This is going to be the camera to go in the Mitsuko. Not sure of the quality, what we can expect. I don't typically like or use CMOS cameras, but it's for the weight of it, I've got to give it a go. So that'll be the camera for Mitsuko. For the QAV180, I'm going to go with a CCD camera, old favourite, the HS1177 in the plastic frame or body. Either that or the Foxeer 1177 sort of equivalent, or it is an 1177. It's just got 2 PCBs, just a slightly different form factor of the same CCD camera. I've never built either of these quads, so to be honest, I don't even know which camera is going to fit better, but we've got a few cameras to choose from. VTX equipment, the QAV180, because I'm probably going to end up burying the VTX inside of it, I'm going to use one of these ET200Rs, a 40 channel transmitter. Has a little push button so you can easily change channels, frequencies, so that'll be the QAV180. The Mitsuko, I expect to be able to get to the dip switches on this AMWay. This is actually my preferred transmitter. But because it's got dip switches, it's difficult to use for the QAV, but I expect it will work quite well on the Mitsuko. I'll still be able to access them to change channels or frequencies. So they're the fundamentals of the build. I hope you enjoy the channel as we enter this new era. Don't forget to subscribe and write in the comment to this video, QAV180 or Mitsuko, and you could be the lucky winner of one of these frames. One of the next videos I'll do, once we've built these out, is to do a comparison. I might make a video of the build, but it won't be a detailed one, maybe just pointing out some things along the way. And yeah, look out for a comparison video between these two quads. Very, very different quads, I admit it, but for somebody that's keen to get into 4-inch, yeah, why not see the two ends of the spectrum that you can go for.